Hey, what's up? Here's Dave, your drum sound. Some of you may say, hey, welcome back, English. Yes, I love doing video in English, but as some of you may know, I have a drum rental for recording studio here in Italy. So doing video in Italy, in Italian, allow me to reach more people. So this is it. But now I want to do a video series called the Snare Drum of the Week, where I do a shout out about one snare drum out of my collection. I've got about 40 snare drums. Most of them are vintage, so I want to do a video talking about a little bit of the history of the snare drum, the specs of course, and I'll do the classic 3-tuning sound file: high, medium and low. But before going into the specs of the first snare drum, I've got to say something. The sound of the snare drum or the drum may be altered in a number of different ways. Starting from the way you hit the snare, if you hit the center, if you hit toward the hedge, if you hit the rim shot, going through the head choice, the tuning, the room where you record the snare or the drum kit, the engineer, if you had effects like compression, reverb, all of these things can affect the sound of a drum in a number of different ways. So here's how the drum sound played by me. I do my best to be as consistent as possible. So I'll hit the snare drum in the center with and without rim shot, and with some ghost notes too. I record here in my small room, which is kind of a dead room, so there are no influences from the ambience, and there are not room mics. I won't add any effects like compression, reverb, nothing. I want to let you hear the bare drum, and I'll use a coated ambassador head on all the snares, or a CS, which is nothing less than an ambassador with a dot underneath in the center, so the sound is practically the same. With that being said, let's go into the specs of the first snare drum, which is the iconic 1986 Tama bell brass Mastercraft. This drum features a 3mm thick cast bronze shell with die-cast hoop and Mastercraft hardware. This drum is being used in a lot of recordings, starting from Metallica, Nirvana, Foo Fighters, System of a Down, Deftones, Rage Against the Machine, and so on. This is really the drum that made rock history. So here we are with our 16.5x14 Mastercraft bell brass, and we have great, gorgeous Gretsch USA Custom 22-13-16. There are so many kind of music you can play with this snare, and I'll play 3 groove with 3 different tunings, but I won't play with a background music, so because you can play really different styles of music. And remember to think your drum sound always in a context. We are not solo artists. We supply the music of our band, so we have to choose the right sound that suits the music. Okay, this is a really important thing. I'll add a little bit of muffling when it requires. I don't want to choke the drum or choke the overtones, but I don't want them to go super wild. So I wanted the drum to sing, but with a kind of control overtones. So the drum speaks, but the overtones are not overwhelming. Okay, so let's play this beast.